ChatGPT doesn't start as a chatbot. It starts as a raw model that won't reliably do a single thing you ask. Here's the real starting point. ChatGPT is fine-tuned from a model in the GPT 3.5 series, the one that finished training in early 2022. What turns that raw model into an assistant has a name: reinforcement learning from human feedback. The same method OpenAI built for an earlier model, InstructGPT, with only minor differences in the data. Human feedback in 3 steps. Show the model good answers. Teach a second model to score answers. Then let the first model practice chasing that score. Now let's earn each piece. Step 1. Supervised fine-tuning. Humans write demonstrations of the answer they want. Follow one prompt. Explain the moon landing to a 6-year-old. A labeler writes that ideal explanation by hand, and the pre-trained model is fine-tuned to copy it. For ChatGPT specifically, the trainers did something clever. One person played both sides of the conversation, the user and the assistant, with model written suggestions to help compose the replies. But you can't handwrite the perfect answer for every prompt that exists. So the next idea flips the job. Instead of writing answers, humans just judge them. Step 2. The reward model. Take our moon landing prompt and sample several different answers from the model. A labeler ranks them best to worst. Those rankings train a second model, the reward model. Its whole job is to read a prompt and an answer and output one number, how much a human would like it. To get rankings cheaply, labelers don't compare just 2 answers, they rank a batch of 4 to 9 at once. Every possible pair inside that batch becomes a training comparison. The signal it learns is simple. For any pair, the answer the human preferred should score higher than the one they rejected. That gap across every pair is the whole lesson. One catch. They built the reward model at 6 billion parameters, not the full 175. The biggest version trained unstably, and a shaky scorer makes a bad guide for what comes next. Step 3. Reinforcement learning. Take the supervised model from step 1 and let it practice. It answers a prompt, the reward model scores it, and the model adjusts to chase a higher score. The algorithm is PPO. There's a leash on that. Chase only the score, and the model drifts into gamey, broken answers. So every token carries a penalty for straying too far from the supervised model. Improve, but don't go feral. This tuning has a cost. The aligned model gets worse on some standard benchmarks, an alignment tax. The fix: blend a little of the original pre-training back into each update and pay that tax down. Who supplies all this human feedback? A team of about 40 contractors hired through Upwork and Scale AI and screened with the test first. 40 people shaping the model's manners. And it's less data than you'd think. Around 13,000 prompts for the demonstrations, 33,000 for the rankings, 31,000 for the reinforcement step, and that last set needs no human labels at all. Now the payoff. Every model here is the same GPT-3 architecture, trained at 3 sizes, 1.3 billion, 6 billion, and 175 billion parameters. And the smallest aligned model beat the largest raw one. Labelers preferred the 1.3 billion InstructGPT over the 175 billion GPT-3. Over 100 times fewer parameters. Alignment beats size. At equal size, it isn't close. The aligned 175 billion model was preferred to raw GPT-3 about 85% of the time, and 71% even over GPT-3 fed few short examples. And it's not just likable, it's better. Roughly twice as likely to answer truthfully, hallucinating on about 21% of closed tasks instead of 41, and a quarter fewer toxic replies when asked to be respectful. There's the whole machine. Show it good answers, score answers with a second model, then practice against that score on a leash. That's ChatGPT. Human feedback all the way down.